It was fear at first, and I think it just didn't feel real. It was like a movie. During the pandemic, a lot of support and a lot of the structure and a lot of the routines that we had went by the wayside.
COVID has meant my application is taking much longer to process. As a result, I had to stay at home for about 1 year without any person to speak with or any money to buy essential items.
By us being able to provide the Zoom facility, we've been able to break the isolation that carers might have. It's helping people get through what is a particularly hard time.
Halton has a really vibrant economy. It's well located. It's got fantastic transport links. However, we also have some challenges within our communities and a low-wage economy, and many families are facing financial challenges.
One area that I'm particularly proud of is the support that our communities have provided to asylum seekers and refugees through the pandemic, many of whom have been some of our most vulnerable residents, and particularly our children and young people in our schools have celebrated the diversity that's been brought into our communities. We've been able to work really effectively with all our partners. The voluntary community faith sector has been outstanding in supporting our communities, and the teamwork, the camaraderie and the commitment to the local community has been fantastic.
The Halton Safeguarding Forum, it's been very useful because we have a ready-made database of contacts that we can ensure are doing the right things. Halton was one of the first sites to take in refugees through the Syrian resettlement programme, and that's been running for about 5 years now. What we've tried to do is support them through welfare calls to make sure that their emotional health is stable. And we've also provided material support for them in terms of food and essential items like clothing and furniture. We've been working very closely in partnership with A Better Tomorrow CIC in Halton. During the pandemic, they have been absolutely wonderful in supporting people's emotional and physical health, giving out parcels of food, ministering to people's needs, making sure they've got access to health services.
I prefer not to introduce myself because the country that I left is still looking for me. So I'm an asylum seeker in the UK and I'm living in Halton. A charity provided us some ingredients and food and essential things. They also helped me with taxi fares when my leg was broken. For sure, that was helpful. That's nice of other people to help us, especially with the taxi, because I had no money.
Halton and St Helens Voluntary and Community Action, or VCA, is an infrastructure organisation. We help voluntary organisations to improve their infrastructure. We want to make them more robust. We've been facilitating a weekly Zoom meeting for voluntary organisations and statutory agencies in Halton so that we could all come together to talk about our collective response to COVID-19. But as the months have gone by, we found that it's a terrific platform for us to share advice and best practice and guidance and support one another through these really challenging times.
We provide support through information and advice to over 5,700 carers who live in the borough of Halton. We've managed to do some really brilliant collaborative work with both the statutory sector and the third sector.
As a carer, it's very, very isolating. You're at home, it's up to you to do everything, and it can be quite overwhelming. And I know how much it has affected a lot of the carers that I know who own mental health and wellbeing.
When the pandemic first happened, carers weren't able to come to the centre for face-to-face meetings, for our activities. By us providing an online platform like Zoom, it's been able to give carers that opportunity to see other people, to be able to speak to other people, to be able to have a laugh that sometime during COVID, as they've been in short supply. We said to carers, what is it that you want to do in lockdown? And we got a really good response rate.
Halton Young Carers, they didn't forget about us. They remembered us, they kept in touch with regards to the different groups, the different Zoom that we did with other young carers was really important. You know, and one thing that they did was they actually came and they dropped off to the door everything that we needed to take part in the activities, which would have maybe put us off because we didn't want to go out and go shopping to get, you know, different things. So we did baking, we did biscuits, we did craft, we did Christmas, Halloween, pumpkin making, and all of these things help keep in touch and stay in contact with other young carers who she knows from the group.
They had loads of activities too, and they sent us like little gifts, stuff for Halloween.
I think the partnership working has been excellent, and it's just showed how we can all pull together and work in the same direction to support the people of Halton.
The COVID-19 crisis, I would say that I think it's made the general public and central government value the voluntary sector more. I think people have seen the incredible impact that local voluntary organisations can have on people's lives, and I hope that this continues over the future months and years.